And we're live.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Socially connected. Thank you for respecting our 2 week break. We were just taking time to network, pretty much push the name of the podcast. rally up some new topics, gathered up some guests. We got one tonight, and just give you guys a little bit of more of what you're looking for and have fun with it. It is your host, Itty Bitty, but tonight we're going to go ahead and let our co host, Elijah, uh, take the reins. This is his episode. This is his night to shine. You guys respect his gangster. Kind of sort of sit back, listen, chill, enjoy. Live chat. Follow us if you're not. This is Itty Bitty. On Twitter, you can find me at Fat Pussy Big. On Instagram, I am I underscore am underscore itty bitty. That's with the IE, not a Y.
And Travi, can you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Travi. Twitter, Travija, Travija. I do juicing, yoga. I offer wellness and prolonging life. So you can follow me on IG for nutritional yoga tips and exercise. IG is Travi, Travi underscore Elan, Elan. Thank you for joining today.
Thank you.
And I'm Elijah on Twitter, XElijahF. I'm your host today. Since Edie kind of forced me to do it, since it was my idea for the show, so she threw it on me. You can find me on Twitch and Facebook gaming at BibleMan251, on Instagram, which I never get on, at ElijahF08. And tonight we got a special guest joining us, Tionnah. If you don't mind
Hi
introducing yourself.
guys, my name's Tionnah, and I'm a photographer, and I'm located in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. You can find me on Instagram. I have two Instagrams, one for my modeling and one for my photography. My photography one is Photography Angel LLC, and my model page is Angel underscore model. And you can also use that same Angel underscore model to find me on TikTok. So thank you guys for having me.
Thank you
You're
for coming.
welcome. Thank you for coming.
So my envision, I guess, when I first made the podcast, was eventually we could become like a platform to help other platforms. That was kind of maybe my overall envision. Like, say if we blew up somehow and we had like 100,000 followers and we're this big, eventually I would like to give back, because there's so many like smaller platforms and smaller businesses, etc., that like they got 20 followers on Twitter and they can't get it going. So I've been there, starting on YouTube. I started off no subscribers. That's how me and Adam, which can't be here tonight, that's how we met. And we started up
Shut
and
up.
we had to
Shut up.
network and grind and do all that. So I kind of want to maybe give some other people like a head start, or a way to boost them up the ladder. So that's kind of where I came up with the idea for this show and for the topic. So this is going to be our first episode, where we try to spotlight a small business. And also, while spotlighting a small business, we want to give you guys some tips, some tricks, some information to kind of help push y'all in the right direction if you're in a small business or struggling, or you're just considering doing it. So that's what tonight's podcast is going to be about. And kind of did my research, y'all, before we started. I've been doing some Googling, some research on small businesses, and I found out some interesting facts. I'm about to sound real smart here, but so according to the SBA, or the Small Business Administration, and this kind of like blew my mind, there are over 30 million small businesses in the United States.
Wow.
And that's small businesses, according to this, is defined as something that's a firm, say, under 500 employees.
Okay.
And even if we go smaller than that, under 100 employees, that's 98.2% of businesses. And even if we go under 20, that's 89%. So, like,
Wow.
there's a lot of small businesses, people starting their own small businesses. Unfortunately, though, and I'll do more research, most small businesses fail within like the first year. Like for whatever reason, they run out of money, they run out of cash, their product's not marketable, whatever.
Right.
And within a five, and so that's 50% of businesses when the first year they fail. And the sad part even after that is within the first 5 years, 96% of small businesses kind of fizzle out. So tonight we're gonna go over some of the more successful businesses. We got Tionnah here tonight with her photography business, and we got Chavi here. She's been doing her juice and her yoga, and she's been starting her business as well. So hopefully we can get some nice tips and tricks and whatever to get everybody in the right direction and kind of prevent them from failing and ending up like most people in the statistics. So, uh,
Yes. And real quick, I don't mean to cut you off. We
okay,
also
go ahead.
have another guest feature coming in, and it's my father. He years ago had his own business, so he would be able to kind of sort of explain how he started a business and why he decided to close the business and how he marketed said business. So you're going to get information of all sorts, but the main thing that I want to thank Elijah for is pointing out that we will be discussing the pros and the cons. And he did not just highlight the pros about it, the illusion of once you blow up, this is what life is like. No, there is a struggle to get there. And I'm sure
Mhm.
with the information that Travi and with Tionnah is going to share with us, they're going to be able to elaborate on that. Let us know, was there a struggle? What did you do to get through that struggle to get to where you are today? So I'm here to sit back and take notes
Yeah.
because who knows what God has for me is meant for me. But whatever I can take away from what you guys are going to put out there, I'm definitely going
Right.
to apply. So at this time, I'll go ahead and let Elijah have his show, and let's get this ball rolling on small businesses, black owned businesses. At that, let's highlight that the black owned businesses.
Yay!
Drop a clues bomb for the.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead, have at it.
All right. So I guess I would like to ask you guys, like, what was your motivation for even starting in the first place? Like, what made you be like, all right, I'm gonna start this? And I guess
I'm
to
gonna go
kind of get
grab
the
my
ball
date.
rolling, we'll go with Chavi, just to give Tionnah some time to get used to us, because she probably might be looking at us
Yeah.
like, look at all these weird people asking me these questions. So,
They started
Okay,
with
well, I started my brand,
she's
Elon,
talking about her brand. We can see
last
this was
year in
first.
November. Well, I didn't really come up with a
We
brand
talked
until
about it.
like January.
I mean,
Elon
it's still in men.
exercise, life, and nutrition. And when I started my juicing, I pretty much started it for me. I make tamarind juice, and tamarind juice has a lot of benefits. It's filled with antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, vitamin C, you know, and it helps just like ridding the body of like toxins. So I more so started that juicing for me, and a friend of mine, she was like, you can like expose this, like give it out to the world, and people might love it. And I started exercising as well for myself, and I was just like, why don't I do something that I enjoy, and I'm also helping to like prolong well like people in their life, because like people aren't really big on wellness as they should, and they don't focus on their vitality
unfortunately,
until something goes wrong. That's when they're like, oh my god, give me what you got so I can like reverse whatever sickness or whatever illness that they have going on. So like I try to like encourage that now, like, focus on your health now, drink your water, do your fruits, eat your veggies, take your vitamins and stuff like that. So it's just like so I've been in business officially like 3 months now, and I really love it. It's a struggle because I have to promote myself, and that's a big thing, especially like with this podcast. They've mentioned earlier, like promoting, trying to build up your audience, And I'm big on customer service. Like, give me the pros and cons. Like, you like this? Give me good feedback, negative, positive. Um, and just like try to target your audience, and also I just kind of like lost my train of thought there. But like trying to target your audience, and then you want to also make sure whatever you're putting out there that you're trying to sell, like you want to know your product like the back of your hand. Like you just don't want to give out, just be out there trying to give out anything. And it's just like I'm all for wellness, and so it's just like it's been an uphill battle because I'm still trying to like promote myself more and being confident. Like I'm very shy, so being out there public speaking, like trying to tell you about what I'm selling, and then I'll get tripped up sometime. Like even right now, I'm trying to tell you about my business, but like promoting yourself, having a good audience, and also like making sure you know your products and how you come off to people. Like you want to be making sure you're nice as possible. You never know what anyone's going through, and that will help you like build up your business. Do your research on if you don't know anything. It
So
doesn't hurt to ask,
just let me
you know.
cut you
So
off, just so you don't give up all the
I
tricks in the
had,
first like five
yeah,
minutes. But
true.
so your biggest motivation, you says, then was basically like this is something that you were doing for yourself, and then you were like, this is something that everybody could benefit from. So you decided
Right.
to let me try to make a product that everybody can use. Then, so that was your biggest motivation. And Tionnah, what was yours?
Mhm.
Like, kind of, where did you start
Um,
off?
I honestly didn't even think of owning a business. I actually was trying to be an artist. And I started taking pictures since I was like, I want to say 14 or 15. I started off with film.
And
And
how old are you now, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't want to give my age, but I'm in my 20s.
Okay. So at
Oh,
least
well, bless your heart,
10 years.
girl.
I wish I was in my 20s still.
Tell her, girl.
But
Go
yeah,
get
I'm
you
in
your
my mid
20s in.
20s.
Okay.
So
So,
that's all I'm going to say.
Oh, well, bless your heart. Okay.
I'm sorry. So
young
I was
people.
actually, I remember my first time doing digital. I took a picture of a bee, like a bumblebee,
Hmm.
and my teacher thought I plagiarized it. Didn't have no reason. He could have talked to me after class and everything, but he just went ahead and just said that I didn't take it and gave me a 0. So pretty much, me and my mom met up with the principal, and I had my memory card and everything, and I showed him my ticket. Didn't apologize or nothing. That honestly motivated me to want to do photography and work harder. He didn't even know that him being a jerk kind of motivated me.
Oh.
Wow.
And I didn't start getting into portraits and people until like I started kind of getting a little bit into modeling, and then I started learning like, okay, well, I know how to pose and I know how to take pictures, so I should just, do photography. I waited till I was like out the military before I started doing photography.
Oh wow. So
Like
you
really
already
focus
had
on it.
a military career
Even in the
before you
Hmm.
started
military?
your own business. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And what helped me honestly was making a vision board, writing down everything, all my inspirations, what I wanted to do, what I wanted to start, execute, everything. So that's what I did. And what else? I did deal with like even sexism sometimes and people trying to copy my ideas whenever I do shoots and stuff because I don't have a big name like that. And
Hmm.
honestly, I just do me. Like I just ignore them and just do what I can.
Right.
And I learned from my mistakes and stuff. Like you can't really like trust people because some people do not have your best interest. Like they'll try to like
Right.
use what you have for
Absolutely.
their benefit because
Absolutely.
they're not creative enough to come up with their own ideas. So pretty much get contracts. Well, for mine, I'm a photographer, so you have to have your contracts, everything written out,
Let me
policies,
let me
everything.
pause you. Let me pause you because you're giving a lot of good information, but we gotta try
Sorry.
to.
I'm so
Y'all both
sorry.
had some really good information, but we
Can we get him in real
yeah.
quick?
Let's get everybody's
Okay.
motivations first, and then we'll
So
try
give
to
me one
go
second.
back into like the
Come
cons
on,
and
Dad.
pros and the tips and tricks. So just start a basis. So we're gonna get
Sorry.
Daddy Itty. He don't look as itty though. He looks a little bigger.
You guys, this is my father, and now
Hi,
he's gonna tell you guys about the business that he had at one time, what motivated him to start it, and so forth, and the decision he made to close it. So I'll go ahead and let him have the floor.
Okay.
So what am I supposed to just tell them
Just say
about?
your name.
Hey,
Hello, and what can
Hi.
we address you
Hello.
as? What can we call you?
JR.
Mr. JR or just
Mr.
JR?
JR.
Uh, no, JR is fine.
JR, okay. So Edie told us that you had a small business or a business at one point. What was your like motivation for starting your own business back in the day?
Well, I always wanted to be in sales, and it's an irony how the business started. In graduate school, I had to do a business plan, and the business plan was basically the name of the business at that time was McKnight, MECNITE. It was designed mechanics working at night. The problem with that was
Wow, that's a,
I had a great business plan, had a great philosophy, but I don't know anything about mechanics. So what I had to do was I was in San Diego. I had to develop a bunch of mechanics, convince gas stations to keep a mechanic working at night so that whenever work was done, they could do it. That was a task in itself. However, what I found out was if I got the mechanics to work at night, and when said customer called me to do the work, they would ask me what was wrong with the car. Sounds really silly, but I don't know. I tell them it was broke. That's not an answer for someone to get their car fixed.
right.
So I
Right.
had a good friend of mine who had a friend who was a lawyer. And when I told him my business plan, he said, "That's a great plan. That's a great deal. You'll be a millionaire in a year." And that's all I heard was I'd be a millionaire in a year. This was a white guy, born with a silver spoon. He had his foot up on his desk, on his walnut desk, and he told me. And in speaking, he just said, "God, I wish I had somebody to wash my car." And it didn't dawn on me till I was leaving, till I left, and a guy pulled up to me in a big black lifted Ford F-150, clean, Armor All tires and everything. And I said, "Hell, I can wash your car." So all I had was a little Datsun B210 two-door car. So I went home and I decided I added on my business card McKnight to automobile detailing. Now I had been in the car business, so I knew a lot of people and they knew my work ethic. So what I did was I started going around trying to wash people's cars. I don't want this to be a long, long, long story, but anyway, the long and the short is, I also found out that I didn't know very much about detailing cars as well. So what I did was I hired a guy. At the time, I was paying $8 an hour, and that was way more than what the minimum was at the time. This was in 1995. No, it
I
wasn't. It
was
was in
5 years old then.
I
1988.
was being
Oh,
born.
I wouldn't even thought
Oh,
about at
I
that
wasn't
point
born.
then.
Me neither.
So, so what I found out was I had because I had so many connections in the car business and they knew my work ethic, they would hire me. The one thing I found out was I was charging $45 a car, but I was getting a
Wow.
lot of calls and a lot of people to do it. But the problem with $45 a car is what you get is the Pontiac G6s and the Buicks and all of those types of things, and they were rough. So whereas it would take me 2, 3, 4 hours to do one car, even with the helper, I found out I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to work that hard. So what I did was I took myself to the wealthy neighborhoods and I put my cars in and I increased I did the it's called what was it called? It was called the Mercedes Benz uh, sense of advertising. What Mercedes did in the early '70s is, and it was the Rolls Royce. I'm sorry, you could buy a Mercedes back then for $40,000, $50,000, and you could buy a Rolls Royce for about $100,000. So what Rolls Royce did was they raised their prices. They
Mhm.
doubled their prices. It then became exclusive to have a Rolls Royce as opposed to a Mercedes Benz.
Okay.
So that's what I did. I doubled my prices. I went from $45 to $145 to get a car detail. Now, what that did was when you call a person who has a Mercedes, a Jaguar, one of those nice cars, and you tell them it's $45 to detail their car, you know what they say? They say, okay, we'll call you. But when you tell them it's $145 to detail their car, they think they got a $100,000 car for $145 as opposed to $45. They're getting something special.
Okay.
Another
Mhm.
thing, another thing happened was on these $145 detail cars, they were pretty clean. So I mean, you could detail a car in 2 hours
DJ,
as
thank you for the
opposed.
follow.
I'm sorry.
We just got a new follower on the
Okay.
stream. But go ahead.
Anyway, the long and the short is you could detail those cars in 145 for in 2 hours or less because those cars are pretty much already taken care of, as opposed to the old Ramblers or the old Chevys or whatever it was to get done. Trust me, there was a lot of work doing that.
So,
Hence, go ahead.
can I ask you some questions? So,
Absolutely.
so your main motivation at first, you had a business plan of the mechanic thing, right? That's where it kind of
Mm-hmm.
started off. But
McKnight.
with the
Mm-hmm.
McKnight, but your motivation changed because you're like, hey, this is a great idea that kind of fell into my lap with the car detailing. Is that kind of how it started, really?
Is that how the car dealing detail business started?
Yeah.
Yeah, the detail business started basically because, like I said, I was sitting in this attorney's office and he was telling me how wealthy I would be very shortly based on the McKnight concept.
Mhm.
Now,
But go ahead.
did you ever decide to go in with that ideal as well, or was the other?
No, I started as McKnight. It
Mm-hmm.
started, I did all the research, did all my demographics. I found the people, I found the gas stations that would, in fact, do the work for me. So I did all my advertising, a little bit of advertising, not very much because I didn't have much of a fun. I advertised with Penny Saver and something like that. And people would call me because in that day, uh, husbands and wives were both working. So when one car went bad, the other spouse had to take the other person to work and they had to wait on the other person to get off. So what would normally be a 10-hour day, because they do that 8 hours at work and an hour to get to work, an hour to get there, turned into a 12, 14-hour work. But if they could get
Oh
the work
wow.
done at night
Ah,
and not lose any time,
I see.
that was the concept.
Okay.
That was the concept. But as I said, I'm not a mechanic. I can't. I mean, when I fix things, it's just more money because I need to call somebody to refix them after I fixed them.
Okay. So
Okay. So as I said, I was in my attorney's office and he was telling me about what a great idea it was. But in his talking, he was younger than me. He said, "God, I wish I had somebody to wash my car." I'm
okay.
driving home. This Ford F-150 pulls up next to me. It's black. Its tires is all done. It looks really, really good. Thinking back on what he said, he wished he had somebody to wash his car.
Damn it.
And I, looking at that car, said, "Hell, I can wash your car."
Okay. So your business was like a detailing business. Did it have any other like facets, or did you stick with that part?
Well, it expanded from that. It expanded from detailing till I started selling little articles,
Okay.
sheepskins, detailing cars.
Okay.
I got the wealthy people. I put them on a maintenance plan, meaning
Mm.
now I came and I washed their cars every once a week, and they would get a monthly fee for doing that. And that, in fact, was what sustained my business. Now, I went from the little truck, from the little car. I bought a big truck, and I set up a tent, and I'd go to a lot of these business places, and they would see me out there detailing, and I would be doing one, and I'd end up being two or three or four.
Mm.
It went from one of the smallest. It went from just that to the largest detail company in San Diego. I
Wow.
went from
Oh,
one.
nice.
I went from one little car to four trucks to 12 employees,
Oh, wow.
and I also utilized my auto background because I had three or four dealerships that I would have uh, people parked there, and they would detail all their cars to get done. But the best part of it was the retail end. The best part of it was knowing my demographics. The best part of it was when you get these wealthy people, when you go to these wealthy neighborhoods, or when you go to these places where they work, and people see you there regularly doing the cars, other people with nicer cars as well wanted to do the same thing.
Okay.
So,
So you
Word of
had
so
mouth is
so
the
you had a
go
very
ahead.
nice
advertisement.
market and a demand for your services. So um
The demand is always there.
yeah.
Wealthy people, and I heard a little lady say earlier, will pay for service. They will pay for service. Because they don't want to do anything. Nobody
Mhm.
nobody cuts their own grass anymore. Nobody
Yeah.
irons their own shirts
Right.
anymore. Nobody does all those things. When you have the extra income, you pay somebody to do those things. I
I
had
was
a
gonna
lot of
say,
wealthy. I'm
my parents are
I'm sorry.
wealthy. I was gonna add to what you're saying. My parents are wealthy, and everything you're saying is true. They don't feel like cutting no grass. They hire somebody to do that. They get somebody to detail
Mhm.
the cars, all of that.
Yeah.
So,
So
yeah.
Tiana,
Now there is a problem with that in the sense that business people get used to you. And what happened is I had a lot of the famous doctors, I had a lot of the stockbrokers, I had a lot of people that do it. The problem is with growth, they expect you to be doing all the work. Now,
Mhm.
sometimes when they come out and they see somebody else is doing it and it's not you, inevitably there's something wrong. Meaning, I've
Mhm.
had doctors where they'd leave their keys with the secretary. I would have my crew out there doing it, bring the keys back. And 2 hours later, they call complaining. And I've seen that to be true because I've had a doctor did the same thing. I came back service, like she said, like the girl said, service. That's what it's at. I came back, took the keys, looked at the car. The car was perfect. I sat in the car for 30, 45 minutes, didn't do anything, came back, gave back the keys to the receptionist, and they were happy as a pig in shit. You know what I'm saying? So what they had gotten used to is who you are.
I think
You
because
the
they
Right.
have
owner.
a relationship with you, so
Absolutely.
that's what it
That's
was.
that is that
So
is exactly what it is.
Tiana
They had a relationship with me
and
to
Mr.
get it
Jr.
done.
I'm gonna cut you off just a little bit, just so we can
No
give the
problem.
girls some shine too.
No
We're gonna
problem.
keep
So thank
asking
you.
for stuff. You don't have to snatch them away, Eddie. He has some very good
Well, there's
points,
only
He
one
really
chair.
did.
but
There's only
just
one chair.
okay.
Check.
You got to get another chair in there.
Yeah.
But so Tiana, going back on, he made so many great points.
Did it
What
make
is
me?
your like market and like
What is my
your
market, like my
yeah
audience type of
yeah
thing?
no like the side of like customers, like what's your experience with that, like getting like a clientele base, because it sounded like what he did was he
Close the
contacted.
damn door.
So what I
Sorry.
do is I'll do a service with somebody, right?
Hmm.
And I tell them if they can get somebody, refer me and get me somebody, I'll give them 20% off of their next shoot. So that's what I do. And also, it's just word of mouth. Like, people just look at my stuff. And my stuff was also in magazines and stuff as well. Well, two magazines I'm published. So that also helped. So pretty much just representation. And then even just doing, like, I did a few free shoots or whatever for people because I needed models or somebody so that I can have like a portfolio to show or whatever whenever I needed work and stuff.
Hmm.
So that's what I did. And then also contracts, like setting up policies and stuff so that if somebody tries to, like, do something like not pay or whatever have you, or um anything like that, like things can happen, or even if somebody just doesn't show up or whatever, like you have, your contract or whatever and stuff, and you can take them to court if they owe you money and stuff like that.
Have you had
So
to do that at all?
Not yet. Not yet. I did
Not
have
yet.
one
She
Let's
she
just
issue,
ready
hope
to
he
but
though.
don't ever
She
have to
not
do
yet.
that.
All I had to say was you signed the contract. And
Okay, okay. And
so,
Travi,
yeah.
have you like? I know yours is kind of just starting. Like, how do you get your juices out? Is it like your friends kind of spread the word? Like, how do you market
Yeah.
yours?
Yeah, it's like word of mouth and like also promoting myself on on different platforms like Twitter, Instagram is more so where I will get most of my sales. And to like keep my customers coming back, I always tell them like, give me negative or positive feedback. What do you feel like I can improve? And I'll give out free stuff as well, just to like keep that relationship that we have. And more so, like, I'm big on customer
That
satisfaction.
right
So,
there.
like,
Yeah.
making sure that we're on the same page and we're communicating and engaging mutually, like, on a level of respect. Like, I'm not going to be on the internet, like, oh my God, you pissed me off. Like, you're mad
Bro.
because
Oh,
you didn't enjoy the product. So,
Right.
what I tell them is if you don't like the juice, let me know and I'll give you one on the house. So like I'm big
How
on that, but
how
I go ahead.
I was gonna say, how soon do they have to let you know about the product before it's a
So
a sold product?
I don't have like a time period. I'll just say whenever you get the juice and you try it and you feel like it's not up to par or what you feel like it should taste like, let me know. Cause like it's natural juice and I hope this is another topic that we would have. Like I don't use like any processed sugar. It's just all natural ingredients. So
Okay.
like of course the juice might not taste good to you, but like with someone that's like real healthy and used to stuff like that, it might be like really good. But for the average person
Right.
okay.
that just like soda and pop, you'd be like, okay,
Yeah, I
well
need me
you
some
might
high
need more
fructose corn syrup.
sugar
Yeah,
or
Right.
yeah.
yeah, like, but I try to tell him if you don't like it or whatever, I'll give you a juice on the house. So I try to keep that good customer relationship, and that's what really keeps them coming
Okay.
back, especially like how you present yourself. Like And word of mouth is like a really good way to get your product out because it's someone actually in your face telling you like I've tried this and it's really good. So
Right.
yeah,
Okay,
Have you
so
shipped out of state yet?
I did. I did Virginia, North
Oh, that's near
Carolina,
me. What part of Virginia?
in Oklahoma.
okay,
Good
Uh,
job.
yeah, I
All
know a little
right.
bit of
Shout
everything.
yeah.
out.
When I'm gonna get my juice, that's what I want to know.
No, did I just say that, y'all?
When
Okay.
I
But I
You
want
did
knew he was gonna be
Oklahoma,
messy.
North Carolina, and where else did
You know
I
he gonna start
ship?
with you, so go on and send him that daggone juice,
I want
child.
me a juice on the house.
Of course, I told you guys I'm gonna definitely get you guys some juice. And Adam is not here for us to pick on him with our shirts. So
Shout out to Adam and Anna.
shout
We
out to
miss you
Hold on a
guys
Adam.
second.
tonight. We miss you.
I know it
Yes.
would have been
So
great if they were
Tiana,
here, but
how big is your? Do you have an actual studio out there
I
where
have
you're
a
at?
studio in my basement. Whatever. I just
Oh,
set up everything there. I don't have a studio. Like, I want to have my own studio soon. Like, as far as the building and everything, and I even want to do art shows eventually. But
okay.
that's a goal. That's a process. So, yeah.
So do you sketch? Do you do actual art, or is it just about taking the pictures?
It's all about taking pictures. When I take pictures, I like for it to look like a painting. Like when I take
oh,
pictures and
Okay.
And
stuff.
nice.
actually, I have some of your work. If we can pull that up, let's see. I believe I can pull that
Please
up here.
do.
Let me.
Shout out to Tiana and all her work.
Oh,
So,
sorry, I'm just
this is
like
from her
forehead
TikTok,
all.
and she was published in 2 magazines, guys. If y'all didn't know, which is very impressive. Like, not many people can say that at all. But this is some of her work. She does some really good
I
work.
love that pose right there.
I love
I
that
know. I
one.
love
That
working
is
with
really
her.
I
nice.
really like
And I
that. I
loved her
really like.
hair.
She really did a good job on that. I really like that. So you're picking these poses, or are they just doing it and you're shooting?
Oh, I'm picky. I'm telling them how to do it.
Love
That's
it.
Because I
Love
wanted
it.
her
good. I
to
love that.
emphasize with her hair, so I had her touch her hair, and I was like, just go like that, whatever. I told her to do natural hair, because she's like me, she wears weave a lot,
Hmm.
too. I have a lot of
Okay.
hair, too, like my natural hair. But I told her, can you please do an afro, like, because I wanted to do like we went to the Martin Luther King Memorial, and I was like, I really wanted to do like a not really Black Panther, but like a little bit like with Black Power type of vibe. And I just wanted
Like a
her to
modern.
have with her hair out and
Okay.
everything, but I wanted her to look feminine too and look pretty and
Okay.
smile, look happy. So
I
that's
love
what I
it. I love it.
emphasized when I was taking pictures with her.
Okay.
Well, I would say you did a really good job.
Nice.
So,
Oh, just a little FYI, I'm gonna be working
it
with
just cut
one
me
of the
off.
individuals from Bad Girls Club.
Who? Which
Okay.
one?
I don't wanna say her
You
name. I
can't
don't
Say,
just
want her
drop
to sue
that.
say, because I might
I
like
want to
her.
guess.
Say, say.
Okay, Judy.
Yay! I knew it was
Sent
going to be her
me,
because she
shout
liked that
to
blue
me,
stuff.
and she
I
was
like
like,
you.
she wanna try my juice, and
Yay.
she's like,
Good
she's
job.
saying she's
Maybe you
big
could have
on
her
wanting to
shout
do
out
pictures.
SK5.
That's
I
awesome.
know. I'm gonna
That is
definitely
awesome.
work with her. So we're supposed to be working together like the near future, and I'm like really excited because like her platform is big, so it'll
Yeah, so
definitely
shout
grow
out
my
to Travi for
audience.
that.
That's a big,
Yay.
big opportunity.
Yes.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for real. Like,
Yeah, so
Thank
shout out to you for
you.
that. I'm very proud of you.
I
Thank
wanted
you
So
to
so
I wanted
ask
to ask
much.
something. Oh, I'm
Huh?
Tiana.
sorry.
go
Go
I want
ahead.
ahead.
to ask you a question, but I didn't. I want you to go first. Tonight is your night, but I'll ask my question after you. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say also with small businesses, have like a small team or somebody to help you. Like I can't
Right.
tell you how important it is to have an assistant. Like if I didn't have like I'll say he's like a brother to me.
Hmm.
My head would be like off my neck. Like 'cause it's so hard for me to do a lot of things at once. And it's just so easy
Right.
when you have somebody with you. when you're doing shoots
And
and stuff.
I'm gonna piggyback off that. Like, she's definitely correct because, like, due to the fact I just started, I can't hire anyone right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I use my aunt. Like, she's a big help. I'm like, can you write these labels for me? I need you
Wow.
to like drop this off at the post office for me because I'm at work. I still contribute to
Right.
capitalism. So it's just like I need an order shipped out, and she's been a really big help. So like, yeah, definitely having help, it boosts like your business because you can't hire anyone right now. So
Right.
I also want to
being able to
add, I feel
have
like
someone
people
to
take me
help,
more serious whenever I have help, especially my brother, because he's like my
right?
brother. So he does videography and
Oh
photography
wow.
too.
Oh
I
wow.
taught him how to do the photography and everything, how to
Awesome.
set up. And he's teaching me how to do video and stuff like that. So we kind of like just work together and tag team with each other. So,
Nice.
yeah.
So I
Very
wanted to
nice.
ask you if you could do me a favor. Because I know we
Okay.
talked about this off camera. And you said that you would be okay with it.
I'm okay with it.
So everybody, I be thinking I'm cool and I think I'm cute and stuff.
She be
Whatever.
And you
thinking. She be thinking.
is
I
what you
know.
talking
So
You got
about.
it.
I want I want Tionnah to teach me three things. I want her to teach me how to perfect the smiles. I want her to teach me her favorite pose to shoot. And I want her to try and teach me to no longer look like Bambi when I put my heels on. I would definitely love to
I
know how
don't
to
have my
walk in
heels, but
heels.
I'll show you how to walk or whatever.
I would
Let
definitely
me
love
see
to
you walk. Walk.
learn
Put
how
your
So,
to
face
which
walk.
and
one you want me
antenna
to
up.
do first?
So let me turn on my light.
Hey,
Let me just
Nice.
let my
we
daddy know
all
we
we
done
all
with
three
him.
gonna try to learn. How about that? You down, Travi?
Yes, that would be
You
And
fun.
down?
if you want me to teach you some guy poses, I got you.
All right.
I got
Yes.
you.
Let's do
So,
this.
Daddy, we done with you. We thank you, Dad. Thank you,
Elijah want to be on New
Daddy.
York Fashion Week. That's
We love
all.
you.
I'm ready.
Goodbye.
Y'all gonna see me on GQ magazine in a couple years.
Okay.
Just wait.
Yes.
Okay. So first, First, we're gonna do the smiles. So the smiles is
Okay.
about the eyes, Elijah.
All
Okay.
right.
You ready, Travi? Are you paying attention to
Don't
Miss
look at the
Tionnah?
bags under my eyes now.
Could you
Okay.
like put her on a one screen?
Let
Can
Like,
me
you
I
can,
want to
see.
can you one
Hopefully, I
screen
don't
her?
look
Yeah.
highlight
goofy.
her
Let's
real
see.
quick.
Let's see. Let's go ahead
Tell them,
and
Travi.
here we go. All
Yes.
right.
Okay,
There
Okay.
we
ready?
go.
So, what I do when I smile is I look down a little bit and I put my eye up like that, and then I kind of do like a slight squint like this, but not really. You see how intense that looks, kind of?
Okay.
Yes. Oh my
Right.
Okay.
God, I like that
Okay.
corner eye.
Like I
Okay.
look like a cat, like I'm about to eat your soul or something.
So do we have to
Okay,
go
so
back
can
and
you do it
forth?
for
Yes.
us one more time,
So
step by
much.
step?
Okay, and I even change my expressions up. So
All right.
if I just want to look like, I guess, I don't even know, like a cat, I just envision myself as a cat. So I just go like,
Okay.
and then
She
I even
drew
touch my
back and
face and
she.
stuff and go like this and that. And then, just play with my hair and all of that.
All
So,
right.
Okay.
did
All
that
right.
help?
Okay.
So
All
you
right.
guys ready?
All right.
Are
We're
you
gonna
go,
zoom in
Elijah?
on
I
It's your
Itty. We're
turn
gonna see.
first.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Okay, so
Let
she
me
said.
see.
She said.
look
She said.
down a little
Look
bit,
Look
down.
down. Look.
then look up
Okay.
Look
and
at the camera
squint a
and then
little
just squint
bit.
just a little bit.
Now you gotta
No,
squint
it
like you
is like you
mean
about
it.
to
Don't.
go cross-eyed, honey.
I know. I feel like I look cockeyed. Oh, y'all ain't supposed to be looking at me. Ew, let me
So
try
tilt your head
again.
down like
Y'all know
this.
I'm a gangster. Okay.
All right. All right.
Period.
Show us again. Show us one more time.
Okay, so tilt your head down like this. Look at the camera, and then
Okay.
just kind of like with your eyes like you're flirting, like.
Flirt with the camera, Edie. You're a
Flirt.
big
hmm
Flirt.
And then
flirt.
just start
Like,
like.
flirt with it.
Okay.
I'm being a little
Y'all,
goofy too, so don't judge
y'all
me.
know I'm a gangster.
All right, Travi. Let's
Travi,
see
it's your
yours.
turn.
Travi. All right.
Oh, child. Okay, all right. Roll it,
All
roll
right.
it,
All right. Here
roll
we go.
it.
Here we go.
Get it, Travi, baby.
She sat me down, and I don't know. My lighting is not really there.
Just tilt your head down just a little bit,
Tilt it down
and then
and
look
look at the
up,
camera.
type of thing, and then just like kind of like smile,
Do
like you're
the
smiling with your eyes, but you're like
What's going
squinting.
on?
do the
I
do
got
the
little
touch your face.
eyeballs, girl.
Do the touch your face. Elijah, it's your turn.
All
We
right.
gonna get this
Here we go.
together.
Here we go.
So you want me to show you how to pose as a guy?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I was
I
gonna
gotta
do
get my
it. Y'all
camera
lucky.
Be up there
prepared.
She
like,
stopped me.
Oh, I
Cause
love
I was
this.
gonna do
Okay,
it.
Elijah, so you're gonna be posing,
So,
Elijah.
dang, I wish my camera was bigger. Okay, so pretend like I'm a guy.
All
So
right.
I like to have my
Okay.
legs spread apart if I'm a guy. And I'll put my fingers in my pocket like that, and I'll have one like that, and I'll just can't even see my face.
Yeah, I need the face. I need
Yeah,
the
because
face.
I
This
get
is
the
the face,
pose.
like that serious look. And
So
then
is he
even if you
staring
have a
into the camera?
jacket, you can like hold it like that, and then just look at the camera like that
Okay, okay.
type of thing. And then you can have your arms crossed like this, like so people take you seriously type of thing.
Look at him in this chair, y'all. Check this
See?
out.
See,
Zaddy.
I'll be
I'm so
doing like I'll
goofy. I
put the
can't even
next
get the
shots too
seriousness
now.
in. Hold on.
And
Well,
then I
you don't
have
even have
one
to
where
worry
they
about
just,
smiling.
smile, and then they have a neutral look, and then, yeah.
All right, here we go. Here
okay.
we go.
Okay, we ready. Get it up. Get up, Zaddy.
Ooh, Lord. Oh, my knees. You know, I'm old like that.
Okay, fall out the chair, Zaddy.
All right, here we go. Here we go. So I gotta.
Hands in the
Y'all
pocket.
can't see my face though. I can't get that far back with my green screen. So I'm gonna have to sit down with it.
Yeah, okay. Can you sit down with it?
Is this all right?
Okay. Give us some action with the
Okay, I like that.
Okay.
And then the hand on the face,
Hey.
I like
yes,
that.
that right there. Okay.
Y'all ain't ready for this
Okay.
photo
And then
shoot.
even like you can pull on your
Oh, that's
jacket
modeling. Let
like
me
that
see that.
type of thing. I
Like
can't even
this.
present it because like I don't have a jacket, but like you can pull on your jacket like that, like where the buttons
He's
are
over
at,
there
and just go like
modeling,
that.
honey.
You
He's over
know?
there modeling, Tiana. He is over there showing up to
Mhm.
show out. Ugh.
Okay, you was the best one so far, Elijah. You
Okay.
understand the assignment. We
Yeah.
didn't.
Okay, but wait, she didn't show us. Okay, now show us a female pose. Because
Okay, I can
Elijah
do
did
that.
that.
That's real easy. That's all I do.
Okay, are you paying attention, Travi? Okay.
All right, let's
I'm
see.
Okay, so for
watching.
female poses, this is my favorite pose, like, because you can do like that, and then you can move your hand out like that, and then just go like that, that. Um, what else?
So you
I
kind of
even like to
flirting with the
have them
camera,
lean
kind of.
against a wall or something if I'm outside, and then just like look up type of thing, and then if they're on a wall, just go like that, and then just start feeling themselves type of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's all about kind of like feeling sexy with the shoot.
Yeah, feeling
Okay.
yourself, like.
Okay, go, Travi. I'll go after you so I could contemplate.
Lord,
Come on,
she
let's see. Let's.
said,
Let's. Okay.
And she said
I
anything.
let's pop it. Let me see myself real quick.
All right, we're gonna zoom in. Here we go.
She said the hand on the face.
Yes, like that. You can lean your head in like that. That's cute
I
right
like
there.
that.
I
I
love
like that right
that.
there.
There
That's
we
giving me
go.
mahogany
Okay.
vibes.
I
Yes.
understood the assignment. Okay.
She
Ooh,
executed.
I love
Yes. I
that.
love that's my other favorite pose. Like if I have a bathing suit on, yes.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Okay. Okay. We picking it up.
Okay.
All
Ugh. So
right.
you know y'all ugly, right? You know I don't like y'all, right? Okay.
Come on.
You
I
can
just
do
want to let y'all
it.
know
Come on,
that.
you got it.
Hold on, I'm gonna hope to get that one that she was talking about standing up against the wall. Hold on.
Uh oh.
I hope I can
Where's your
get it.
hair?
Let's keep this G rated now. And I don't know what you got in
No,
that
she said
back
standing up against
closet.
No, you
the
just lean against the
I don't know
wall.
what you got
It's
in that closet, y'all,
G-rated.
but you gotta watch
I
out.
can't. I'm not gonna play with Elijah.
Okay.
So hand up.
Yes. And sometimes I face
Okay.
yes, like
Okay.
that.
Okay. Where's the camera?
Okay, you understood the assignment, honey.
She
She
passed the class,
executed
y'all.
it.
Okay.
Yes.
Freestyling. Come
You
That
on,
would
know,
be
so
Daddy.
I can
cute
get
with
this
like some
little body, yabby
butterflies. Like
yabby.
that shot, I feel like that would be so cute with like butterflies like coming off. That would be real cute.
Or
Like
like a
a
real pretty winter wonderland in the
yeah,
back,
something like
Yes.
slow
that.
snow.
That'd
Okay.
be
I
nice.
actually did a shoot
Yes.
with the
Okay, and
snow,
then
and I threw roses as I was like taking pictures and stuff.
Oh,
See, I did
Oh,
nice.
that
like
would be so
that.
fun. Okay, and now I need you to do the last thing, the walk.
Let
Okay.
me see you
I don't know
walk.
how
And
this is gonna
participate
Wow.
in it.
be
Wow.
with the camera now, because I don't know if y'all can see me.
Oh, I know she's finna eat. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy right now.
I'm just gonna
Let me
get
see
my
you walk.
feet.
Wow. Wow.
Oh,
So
you
you see
feeling
how
it
my
too,
feet are and
Travis?
I'm on my tippy toes? I'm pretending I'm wearing heels, right?
Okay. I'm
And
sorry
so
that
I
I
just
gotta pick a
cross
big
my
old
feet
nose all
like
of you.
that.
Okay,
And
so
then for my hips, as I'm doing that, I like pretend like I'm dancing, like I move my hip like that type of thing. And I even, yeah.
Yes. Oh my
And then
God.
as far as
okay.
shoulders goes, when I'm
I
walking,
love that. Thank you for doing frame by frame. I'm all the way here for all of that. Thank you.
I should have used my phone so y'all
Let me
can
zoom
see me
in.
with my
Let me zoom in
tripod
so
type
you
of
can see
thing.
yourself better. There we go.
I still like the frame by frame though. She's hitting
Okay,
every.
so for the arms, I just go like this as I'm like walking. And then
So you're
sometimes I even
swinging.
touch my hair and stuff like that as I'm walking and motion like that. Kind of
Are
like
you
I'm
swinging
dancing a
back
little
and
bit.
forth?
Yeah.
Is it shoulder action
A little, yeah.
or?
But I focus
Okay.
more on my hips more than my shoulders.
See, that's gonna be a
Okay.
little bit harder for us older individuals.
I'm sorry.
You know, our joints
So
don't move like
okay,
they
so you're
used
gonna have
to.
to show us the
It's so
guy
much
one because he
easier if
gonna
I
get his
had my
walk.
tripod up and I had a full body. I have it on my TikTok of me walking,
Let me see if I can pull
whatever.
it up.
And then can you show us a guy walk while he's trying to find your TikTok? Because
Um,
with
sure.
the guy have motion too, or is it just more
Well,
slower?
I don't know how men walk. I ain't even gonna hold it to you because I don't really help like men walk. I just help them pose and stuff. I'm a woman. I know how to walk for me.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
do. You
feel
did.
you.
Okay, so let me mess it up real quick, and then Travi, this is all you, boo, honey, because I know I'm gonna tear it up. I know I'm gonna mess it up for all.
I can't walk. I'm in my sister's
I just want to give a disclaimer
apartment.
real
It
quick.
ain't.
I just want to give this disclaimer real quick. Like, I don't want to be canceled because I listen. Okay, first of all, I'm not
You're
gonna put
not
no heels on because I'm not
canceled.
gonna even
All
embarrass
right, let me
myself
go to the
any
living
further.
room.
So when I mess up, no, I'm wearing a pair of socks, and y'all can only
I'm in the
drag me for like
hallway.
5 minutes. That's it. That's all. All
They
right.
can't drag you at all because this is just
I'm
practice, okay? This is
yeah.
practice.
Let's see.
We finna see.
Which video, Tiana?
It's like one of the first ones, actually. I had like a sequin dress and I was just walking, doing my little thing. And I had like a curly little weave in my head.
Ready?
All right, let's see it. We need more hips
No,
now. You know you ain't moving
we
your
need more
hips.
hip
Come on, more
More
action.
hips,
hip.
more
For
hips.
him.
Yeah, more hip.
Move them hips. More
Put
hips.
your legs, like, put your feet in front of one, like, I can't even show myself,
You did
like,
say tippy toes, though. You
Yeah,
did
tippy
yeah.
say
toes, tippy
Yeah,
toes.
so let me see. So take your time.
Okay.
Okay, Travi
Okay.
got it. Travi.
And I even do like a little
And
turn and
plus,
stuff
Travi
on my
probably got a
feet.
whole hallway.
Oh, she out
Yeah,
here
she over there
twisting and Michael
working.
Jackson, and y'all see this?
See, you can work with Travi. I'm
Okay.
just the manager.
Okay.
I'll schedule
I think
her
I got it. I think I got it.
appointments and stuff.
Travi,
I
she
think,
just
oh,
got
you
those
want me?
young hips. They move like I
She
don't care.
do.
Now she got those young
Okay, I
hips
love
and they
it.
move.
She got. When we get in them
I
30s, them
loved
hips don't
it.
start moving like that no more. That's. Them,
Look, I'm gonna practice, and we're gonna bring you back. Watch, y'all gonna let me practice, and we're gonna bring you back, Tiana. I'm gonna make you very proud. I'm
I'm
not
gonna
gonna
have
be
my
shy.
tripod ready for y'all the next time now. I'm
I'm
gonna
be,
have my phone
I,
set up,
I'm gonna
tripod
be
so I can
ready
show
for you.
y'all the whole walk.
I'm
we
gonna be
definitely
so
gotta
ready
have
for
it
you guys.
back.
Quote me on that, okay? Today's focus was to make sure I looked cute, but the next time I'm gonna be looking cute, and I'm gonna have that walk right,
And
and
you,
the
Yes.
and
pose
then the
right.
next step, you gotta wear
Right.
heels. That's the real
Ooh,
test.
why you want to be
And then
tested
I'll
like that?
probably ask one of my colleagues how to model walk, whatever, because they're models. I don't know. I'm not a guy model. I'm a woman. I only know how to do what I was assigned to do and
Hey,
execute.
all I
So
know
Well,
is
I'm
he
sorry.
executed his assignment tonight. Shout out to Elijah
But
for
the
hitting the
poses were on
poses,
point, though. The
honey.
poses were on
Yes,
point, though.
shout out to you for that,
where my
honey.
I
modeling
see.
page. Where's
Did you
where's that
find her
scout out there?
TikTok? Did you find her TikTok?
I do see your TikTok, but it's a bunch of videos.
She said she was wearing a sequence dress.
Yeah, and I was walking.
What
That's
colors?
after a
Like
photo
red
shoot that I
sequins?
did.
Red? Is it the red dress?
It's like a red pink dress and a sequin, and I was
Oh,
walking.
we ready. Come on
Baby, you're
with
so
it.
pretty. What's your
I think it might be this one.
nationality? Ear black, eyes brown, good quality. You're so
Oh, that's
pretty.
when I was
You
at
don't
the
even follow me.
at the
It's 2
Lincoln
in the day.
Memorial. I
Would
didn't
you
have
leave that
heels
shit
on
on
though,
scene? You're
and
so
I will
pretty.
not lie, I
Don't
almost
even
fell
need
because I
that
just
G.
was so
You just do
long,
it for the
but I
likes.
was
What
trying to
you
work
do?
it.
Is this the model walk or?
Yeah,
Okay.
They hit her in slow
Okay.
motion.
and it was also awkward because people were walking. And the wind was blowing. I was trying not to fall. My main focus was do not fall.
You know that'd be the main focus, honey.
Okay, so we got feet in front of feet.
And see how I'm just rocking my hips and everything like that.
Well, I gotta go and buy me a pair of hips first, honey. Okay.
I'm just
Because
mad
clearly I ain't
that
got none.
I did not have heels though.
Do you
Because
Okay.
have any
Travis
with
showed me, yep, she
heels?
was like,
It's the one at the very bottom though. Like
Oh,
the first video I did.
let's see how. Oh, here we go. Okay.
See how
oh,
like
there
I'm
we
crossing
go.
my hip like that.
So, guys, as you
Okay.
see that she's doing her little walk, if you want to learn, her Instagram and TikTok is
Yes,
screaming
look at the bottom
underneath.
below as it's
So,
scrolling
follow
across.
her.
Yes.
I wish I had more
That's really
space
nice.
too. And this is my studio, so
Okay. Okay.
Well,
We
good.
see
Shout
it though.
out. Look, her social media links is right here scrolling. You can see it right here at the bottom of the screen. So
Well,
it should be going fast
All
enough for you to be
right.
able to write
Great
it down.
show.
Yeah, and it's been scrolling across
Wonderful
all
meeting you
night.
today.
so
So
we learned two things tonight. Trevor got
yes.
potential in modeling, and I do. Eddie, we're gonna have to grease some hips, and we're gonna get back.
It's
We're gonna,
it's
you got the
questionable
post down though.
ability, but we can go ahead and try and get. I'll trade you Travi and Zaddy for me on standby with a rematch, something like
okay,
that,
we're gonna have a
with a
rematch.
redo,
We're
with a
gonna
Next time I have
redo.
my tripod ready though, so y'all can see me in action. I'm like my
Yes.
heels.
Well, see now you're going too damn far.
see. I don't gotta wear no heels. I ain't gotta worry
Oh my
about that.
gosh.
I mean, I'm gonna do the best I can
Just
because
bring
I'm gonna
that
work it out.
jacket
I'm
over.
gonna work it out. I'm gonna practice in some heels, so therefore, if you put me on the spot, I'm gonna be ready.
All
I'm gonna be
right, all
ready.
right. This
Good.
has been a really fun podcast, guys. We're getting up on that hour mark.
It really is. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for Tionnah for
Thank
coming in. Thank you for
you.
being fun. Thank you for showing us some things that we didn't know. Me as we.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
You're absolutely
Thank you
welcome.
for coming.
Yes.
We love your story.
Glad
Thanks
for you
to your
joining
dad
us.
also, Eddie. I feel like we need to have a one-on-one interview with him one day because he got so much. Like I can tell, this man grew his business from the
Yes.
ground up, and he been through it. So we're gonna have to interview him at some
Yes,
point or something.
I'll definitely let him know. I'll definitely let him
Cause
know. He
I wanted to let him talk, but I was like, he gonna take up the whole show if we keep letting him. So next
I'll
time,
definitely let him know
Yes.
that he is in demand for an interview where he can go over some tips and just
it's kind of like Black
overall.
History a little bit too, you know.
Clearly, he's gonna say whatever, so just be prepared. That's where I get it from. So.
I could tell.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back next
Thank
Sunday,
you
same
so
time, 9
much.
p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is Socially Connected. Thank you. Follow us on Twitter, IG, same handle. We're now on
Bye.
Spotify and on YouTube.
Bye, y'all. Have a good
Bye.
Bye.
night.
Good night.
Bye. Mwah.